Hi, I'm Gaurav Kapoor, and you're listening to 22 Yarns. Now, this is a podcast about stories, myths, and folklore from the world of cricket.
You think of Don Bradman as a great batsman, but what you don't realize is he was a great captain.
That particular commercial, with all due respect to SRK, Dhoni blew him away.
And then you realize that you are the voice at key moments of a broadcast.
Join me on 22 Yarns, a Spotify original.
Okay, let's start. Um, I'll just open my project code. Okay, so this is the kind of like new thing that I wanted to try. Okay, sorry, I just forgot to increase the display. Yeah. This is the kind of new thing that I wanted to try about, like, okay, so I see a couple of people trying to do stream while they write, and I wanted to do similar thing. So I thought maybe I should try that as well. And so what I'm going to write today about, so I recently learned about CSS grid. I haven't really tried that much because I mostly use CSS frameworks to create grids and responsive structure. So I've been learning bits and bytes about CSS grids, and I've been giving it a try. So okay, so I'll be writing about that. Let me just create a file and create Bootstrap like columns. Yeah, using CSS grids. Yeah, that's the and .md, right? Okay, and let me just add this. Create Bootstrap like columns using CSS grid. It shouldn't be grid, I guess. So let me just remove this, and I'll add a CSS tag. Okay, blog. What's the date today? Okay, so what's the format? Date first or 26th, 27th, and test title. Okay, right. Okay. Let's see. Did I do it right? And can run the lab. Let's run the project. Okay, so I'll just rename this file. It should be grid, not grids. Yeah, okay. Bootstrap like column using CSS grid. And okay, so the project is running. Let's run this on local. Local 1000. Make a block, and where is the date? I don't see it. Like, Did I remove the date from the template? Notes, let's check notes. Yeah, right. So the date is here, but not on the block. So maybe I'll just fix this first. Okay. Where is my block template? Block post, yeah. And here, this says date. Okay. It should be formatted date. Okay, so the date is coming from here. Front matter date. I probably need to format it. Okay, so this is coming from here, and I don't know why date dot front matter date, and right, it should be post dot front matter dot date, and this should give me a new date. Probably I need to restart this because this is the page creation template, so it builds pages. One date. Hey, where does date this go? Like, notes, blog, there's title, and where is the date? Okay, so this one is here, but I don't see it for. Yeah. Why my date isn't visible again? Maybe. Right, but I am pulled out from, so I had this restructured, and then why isn't it going? Okay, let's, okay, so let's see if this logs, and then we'll see that on the other place as well. Okay, the date is here, yeah. Okay, so it's showing up in the blog post, but what I really want is it should. Okay, so it's here and it's correct, but I don't. Where is the date coming from? Okay, and let's log this here as well. Okay, so it says undefined. My date is undefined, and why? Okay, so this is dot prop. It's saying, okay, so the date, prop post template, and prop post template, prop types. Do I need to add it here? I don't think so. So it's, oh right, okay, got it. it should have been, so it should be in like two places, because I tried to, okay, huh? So I actually moved that to here to add to the SEO component, and I forgot to add to it here. Like, okay, got it. So let's just, and where is this? Okay. And where is this coming from? Blogpost.js. Blogpost.js. How many console statement are here? Okay, so let's remove this console statement and okay. And let's one more refresh. I still don't get it. Okay. Where is this coming from? SEO component. Let's remove that as well. And I'll just SEO. Okay. Here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this should look good. Yeah. Right. Okay. So this looks good. I'll just commit this. Fix date and let's store as the mark embedder. I'm not sure like if I still want to add that, and yeah, fix date. Okay, so back to our post now. Yeah, blog. Right. Okay. Okay, so create Bootstrap columns using CSS grid, and it says invalid date here because I messed up the format. The month should be like here and date should be here. Right, okay. Right, May 27th 2020. Okay. Create Bootstrap like columns using CSS grid, and because I need something like online code editor to like try these changes. Meanwhile, I add this code. I'm not sure like Code Sandbox offers something like just HTML CSS editor. Vanilla. It says vanilla. Yeah. Go there. Your session need to be expired. Please log in. Sign in with GitHub. Okay, hello vanilla. I don't need the JS file. What I really need is index.html file and style.css, right? Does it import the styling file? Okay, so this uses parser and it's importing the style.css, and yeah, so I think we are good to go. Let's right, so this is it's importing that script as well. Okay, so what we really need is, let's div.container, yeah, and div.items. Okay, laundry dot item into 3. Yeah, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, right. So what I really need, so what we're trying to do here is, maybe how do I, okay, God. Okay, where is it? Okay, so this is maybe I should use something like local. No, I think that will be better because it's still like not readable to me. And we can actually go to work. Projects. Yeah. This is grid container. Yeah, I'll just name this grid container, and we'll just open this with code. I'll just add a new file, index.html, new file, style.css. Yeah, HTML5, and test, grid test, grid columns. Okay, and I could do, I also need to import. Oh, right, okay. Right, so how do you import CSS file? I totally forgot that link. Of course. Okay, I totally forgot how to import CSS file. HTML style shades, how to add. Okay, internal CSS. I don't need that. External. Yeah, right. I was right. Link relation style sheet, and we need to give reference. A link relation style sheet should be style sheet. Reference is, yeah, styled. Shouldn't be styled, but that's okay. So let's run this. Okay, let's run this as well. Grid container, yeah. Let's run a HTTP server, and this should work on H00. Host H0. Right, so this says grid column, so it's actually working. And so if I add something like in this file, if I add something like body should have background as okay, red. Yeah, yeah, so it's working. So I don't need that. Let's close this. And what I really need inside the body tag is I need new dot container. So we'll create a I'm not sure if emit is working here. New dot, right, again, dot item, take 3, Let's make contain I. Right again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we now at least have like a structure with this is the container. These are 3 children. So okay, so I need to manually refresh that. Yeah, so these are here, and if I am going to do that, okay, display grid, yeah, huh. Yeah, so it's working. Okay, so it's a grid. I need to add something like a grid area, grid column, and fr, no, okay. So I'll just yes, grid column. I think you need something like grid template columns, yeah. And grid template columns is auto, and this would create something, yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, but I don't need the auto. Okay, so because auto. Oh, right. Okay, so for 3 children we have, it should be auto, and this would take like so okay, so class item will just add some CSS here for height 100 pixels and background yellow, yeah, so this looks good, yeah. So these are 3 children, and you can see a grid structure is created here, which is like responsive, and it's not a fixed width or anything like that. So if we add auto, and it can like resize, yeah. So grid template columns. Okay, I'm still not sure like how to make it collapsible. So how to make it a wrap, grid template wrap, grid template. Is there something like that exists? No, probably. I think. Hmm. It should be. It should have like a at least something like minimum something kind of. So it's a responsive, but I want to have it like breaking point or like that. But I think that's a topic for another day. Let's write about this. Okay, so what's the title for this? Create Bootstrap like columns using CSS grid. Yeah, so what's the title here? Okay. What should I get? Using CSS grid. Maybe I should just write about it like, okay, create Bootstrap like columns using CSS grid. Uh, I guess right title would be like something like create responsive columns using CSS Grid. Uh, create columns, create fluid columns, create bootstrap like columns using CSS Grid. Okay, let's just I don't know, like you could just like close this. I don't know, okay. Maybe creating the basic creating fluid columns using sphere. What is that? It's actually equal width or no? Create fluid columns. I'll just create fluid columns. Create equal width columns. Right, not really equal width. Those are fluid and divided by 3 or divided by 4. So those are create equal width columns. Without you create responsive columns. Yeah, create responsive columns. Yeah, that's the correct word. Create response. Right, okay. Create a container, and say children, which will have same width. Yeah, create a container and that's okay. So we'll just okay, so this should be HTML. Oops. This is like, if I say JSX, right? Okay, so this is HTML, yeah, and I'll just copy this from here. Let's see. Okay, create response now. Create a container and 3 children which will have same width. Create a container and 3 children. Okay, these 3 children each will occupy 33% available width. These 3 children each will occupy 30% available width. Yeah, right. Okay. Create a container and 3 children. Okay. And these 3 children each will occupy 30% available width. It should be here. Right. Okay. We are going to use CSS grid. We use CSS grid to accomplish this. To create this column-like structure. Yeah. Okay. Create a container and 3 children which is 30% available width. We are going to use CSS grid to create this column-like structure. Okay, so this creates container and item, and let's add display property to the container, and display grid property to the container, and we'll specify grid template column. We only did that here. Yeah, grid template column. Specify grid template columns property. We'll use that specify grid templates property to specify column width children width responsive width. This should be like for just a one-liner display grid and grid template columns, but let's specify again. So we'll just add CSS and container display grid and template columns, grid template columns. Grid template columns, auto and auto. Okay. Okay, right. Let's add display grid property to the container. We'll use grid template columns property to specify children responsive with container grid, display grid, grid template columns. So right, so after specifying, okay, now 3 item children, each should take 33% width available on the screen. And make sure to match number of children, and if I try to can I do that? So instead of saying auto, can I just say it like one time? That won't work. Right, again. So now 3 items each should take 30% width available on the screen. Make sure to not march but match number of children and their width in grid template columns. Right. Yeah, it should take 33% available on screen. Make sure to match number of width. Maybe I should add like picture here as well. Probably that's good. I'll just not new file but new folder. Create Bootstrap like columns. I'm using CSS grid. Yeah, so let's move this here so I can add picture. Move. I'll have to probably restart the server. Yeah. Galaxy server again. And okay, right, cannot find. I need to restart this because I just moved the file. Okay, what happened here? I think it changed the. Okay, so it should be the. I also need to change the file name. Rename. Next, suddenly, and let's restart again. Yeah. Bootstrap like columns using CSS grid, and I should add tags here for. I think CSS is a good tag. Yeah, HTML. I don't need to add HTML. And okay, let's add this. And now 3 items. Take 30% width available on the screen. Make sure to match number of children and their width and grid template columns. And I will add some screenshot. So before, yes, you didn't have anything. What should I place? Like, okay. Right, okay. Personal source blog create, yeah, here. Grid. It should be basic. Just html.jpg, yeah. And maybe I should add like okay. Right. Okay. But, we are adding background and height. To make visual comparison. To make better visual comparison. And it should. Okay. It should like. Okay, so it should be above. Yeah. Yeah. Right. It should be have like I need to add a style tag. And style slash style. I hope that's, yeah, right, that's the correct one. We are adding background and height to make better visual comparison. Let's add display grid property to the container. We'll use that's right, property to specify children, and it should be above, and I'll just kind of try to we'll just add the screenshot here. I need to look this up. Writing, where is it? Markdown, and image. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I'll just copy this and we'll have something like, okay, so I can just remove this and I can, okay, how do I add a local file? I don't, guess the markdown, I forgot. Just one second. Okay, I think this one has, I think one of them has data. Yeah, right. Okay. This one of them has right. Okay, so you can just I think it's, yeah, bracket. Right. And if I do HTML dot JPG, right, again. So it will look like this. So it will look like this, right? Now let's add, should match number of children and their width in the grid columns, and let's add this screenshot as well. So yeah, and grid, not the grid, columns. Save. I think this is good post. Yeah. Now it will look like. Now it will look like this. And let's add columns. This should give me at least like better auto completion. Right, now it will look like this. Right, again. It should match numbers and the width and the grade template columns. It will look like this. Maybe I should just add some information about the grid template columns as well. I don't know about that, but let's read. I guess what does grid template column does. Right. So the grid template column property specifies the number and the width of a column in a grid layout. The values are a separated list where each value specifies the size of the respective column. Default value none, inherited no, animatable yes, and
Okay, I think the mic is connected, yeah. So I'll just probably move this again. And okay, so we were actually reading about, yeah. So the grid template column property specifies the number and the width of columns in a grid layout. It's very good. Sort of. Maybe I should just write more about like what we did. Three. Make sure to match number of children and their width. Okay, now it will look like this, and that's the like most people will go through. So if they want a like explanation, they can read ahead. Okay. So the grid. So grid template columns. Using grid template columns, you can specify number of columns in a grid. Not grid, like okay, you can specify number of columns and their widths. So right. X.mdx. Let's close that. Using you can specify number of columns and their width, and there is grid template. Because 3-column grid layout will go. Where the first row is 150 pixel high. Right again. We can add about this grid gap property as well. Usually let's try to do this. Okay, so let's try to add grid gap property and see what I need to specify that. Alright, again, so this will create a gap between them, and you can increase the gap as well. Yeah, this is cool. We can also add this. And we can close this, and using this is using grid template columns. You can specify a number of columns and their widths. For a grid, you can specify number of columns and their width. For a grid container, element, right, because it's a grid container element. and specify number of columns and their widths. Let's try. I also want to add like how to create breakpoints in CSS Grid, but I think we'll cover that in probably next. I'll just add that in Notion. Okay, so login, post ideas, and styling up. Where is this? Like, alright, so this is done, and add what's called breakpoints, points and CSS Grid columns. So maybe another post for that. Let's try adding. What if you want to add some gap between those columns, without, but I think there shouldn't be a gap between them, because when doing responsive layout, I try to like as adding less external, so sort of like, so if you add a gap outside of the item element, the children element, so it adds a gap outside. And what if you want to like have it like what's the flex wrap? Yeah, so what do you want to have like a wrap, and what's gonna happen for that, whatever. Let's just add this first. What if you want to add some gap between those columns without specifying external margin? We can use what's the property name, grid gap. For that, let's add 20 pixel gap between these columns. Right, yeah. So I'll just CSS and right, yeah. Maybe I should add that differentiating element here to display like what lines you have added. Grid gap and 20 pixel. Alright, okay. Now it will look like this. Let's so try to add, yeah. Gap, same, and let's close this, and so let's do gap, yeah. Alright, now it will look like this. Let's add a conclusion. I don't think we need to add CSS grid is powerful feature to create complex layouts. This is fluff. Is this fluff? No, I think it's true. CSS grid is a really powerful feature to create complex responsive layout, and the support is pretty great too. It is a powerful feature to create complex responsive layouts. We don't need special library to create responsive layout. To create responsive layouts, if we take advantage of features like CSS grid and flexbox. Yeah. I don't think it's going to do that. And it's okay, like okay, create Bootstrap like columns using CSS grid, create responsive columns, create a container and 3 children. These 3 children, we are going to use CSS grid to create this column like structure. We are adding background and height to make better visual comparison. So it will look like this. So add display grid property to the container with the right, and I need to like specify or emphasize like this is sort of like responsive, so it will the width taken by children is responsive, so it will match, so it will be relative to their parent width. Yeah, it will take width available, like it will take a respective percentage width available to their parent element. Yeah. And 3 item children should take 30% width available on the screen. Make sure to match number of children. The width taken by children is responsive. Okay, I messed up the spelling there. Responsive. It will be related to their parent weight. It will take a respective percentage width available to their parent element. Yeah, right. It will look like this. Maybe should I like try to add a break point in this post, but I wanted to have it like a beginner friendly post, so I'll just leave it this here. Leave it there. Yeah, I think this is good to go. We'll just okay, so let's go Grammarly. Let's go to Grammarly. I think we can close this, don't need that, and let's go to Grammarly. Just check the Grammarly. I'll just check the grammar if I have any spelling mistake or anything. Test. Okay, grid add a space. So just dismiss, correct your spelling. So dismiss and 3 now. Okay, 3 item. It should say it should have a hyphen. So let's add that. 3 item children. And then it says again, when speaking directly to people, their names must be set off by commas. I don't think it's people. And the number or a number. Make sure to match the number of children. Yeah. Where did we add that? Make sure to match the number of children and their width. Okay, so and respective, it will take respective. It will take the respective. It will take the respective percentage width and special add an article. We don't need special library, so we don't need special library to create responsive data. And then CSS correct spelling. I think it should be CSS. Yeah, it's CSS. So if I do this, yeah, the CSS is like in caps. No? So this is basically good to go post. And let's add some hero image. Let's close this. Stock images. Layout. Structure. I don't think we need this here. I'll just pass on this. Okay, so tag CSS block and let's add some description. Create responsive columns. How to create responsive columns? Responsive columns. I think CSS great. And this is done. Let's Let's commit this. Yeah. Yeah. HTML file and publish CSS grid post. Yeah, let's push, and I think we are done for the day. How much? So it's 12. I think it's been 1 hour. It's been, yeah, 1 hour 15 minutes. So this was a good post. I basically struggle myself with the CSS grids, and I needed to do like some basics structure with CSS grids, like okay, make some columns. Don't make it much responsive because most of the stuff that I've been working on don't really need mobile responsive. It needs only like a desktop responsive. So we'll do the breakpoint post probably tomorrow or probably later. Yeah. So I'll just close the stream. Bye bye. Good night.